The Seattle Seahawks have become a major nightmare for the NFL, and the reason being is because of consistency on both sides of the football mixed in with a little bit of aggressive play calling. For example, right here we're going to send double edge pressure with Tariq Woolen and Nick Imawari. Now the offensive line is kind of going to be in like this slide off here to the right. Now with that comes a lot of leverage. We are going to send Tariq Woolen off the edge. We're going to send Nick Imawari off through the B gap because the tackle tries to get out to the outside. From there, Derek Hall does a great job engaging with the guard and keeping these guys kind of to the inside, allowing us to have matchups to the outside. Okay, so as this play develops here, boom, you got edge pressure. Now Nick Imawari gets a one-on-one with the running back, and then Tariq Woolen just blows by the edge, does a great job strong-arming him, right? Creating that leverage and getting to the quarterback. Whenever you can create pressure on a quarterback, you can create a bad throw, a bad decision, an interception, a forced fumble, maybe a sack, maybe even a holding call on the offensive line. They do such a good job on both sides of the football. And look at this, right? Right now, okay, this team is ranking number 2 in the NFL in points per game, but also number 2 in the NFL in points allowed per game. They are just outplaying everybody. The defense looks great. The offense looks great, right? I mean, look at the run defense. Unbelievable numbers. Top 5 in every category, right? You look at the pass defense. They're ranking 7th in the NFL in QB sack percentage, ranking 4th in the NFL in QB or interception percentage. This team is doing some really good things, and I think they can win it all. I want to break down how this has become the NFL's biggest nightmare. Before we really dive into the film, make sure you guys do me a big favor. Hit the like button if possible, but also hype the video. Helps out so much. And guys, with that being said, let's dive in. Now, what makes them so terrifying is their ability to make offenses one-dimensional. What do I mean by that? Well, ultimately, they are able to stop the run. We look at the numbers. They rank top 5 in every statistical category when it comes to stopping the run. You play a team with Bijan Robinson, you would expect to have a little bit of a tough game stopping the run. Nope, they did not at all. They come out in 13 personnel. Okay, 13 personnel essentially means 1 running back, 3 tight ends here on the field. They're going to crack back this guy to pick up the edge. Everyone else is trying to get to the second level here, or at least I think they combo block Byron Murphy. Boom. Like, we're just trying to get guys up, right? To give Bijan just space to go. I want to show you. Look at Byron Murphy. He's playing in that zero technique, basically a 2-gapper. He's got to get both A-gaps. And watch how he's able to do this. Not only does he get combo blocked or double teamed, but he also is able to rip through and go make a play. Even when you have the numbers, even when you have the strength in numbers, you still can't seem to get by these guys. And that makes you so... or it's just demoralizing for an offensive play caller. You can come out on this 13 personnel set and have the number game, but still not go anywhere. Unbelievable. One of the most underrated pickups for this team has been DeMarcus Lawrence. I mean, this guy has been a freak of nature. Right here, he starts off in a 4-eye on the inside shoulder of the tackle. They're in 12 personnel. 1 running back, 2 tight ends here to the left side. Now he's going to get out to the right. You're going to see them kind of down block. Big number 90 here, I believe Byron once again gets a combo block towards his side. Yep, that's exactly what we see. So watch DeMarcus Lawrence. Never gives up on the play. Swims right by this dude. Whoop. Now, as we do that, great job by 13 filling the gap. You see how he doesn't overcommit early? Don't overcommit. Read, react, and then attack to what the running back is doing, okay? So he does a good job kind of filling 2 gaps in one. If you go outside, I'm there. If you go inside, I'm here, right? We also have Big 90 breaking off, and we have DeMarcus Lawrence breaking off. Byron Murphy is kind of setting a wall. You've got to pick a hole, and you can't really go anywhere else. So, boom, he cuts it up the field. We got 3 guys there. Look at DeMarcus come in, punch the ball loose, and then they dive on it, or at least get it, right? Devon Witherspoon's there for it. Unreal defense. Got to be excited about where this defense is, and it's not by coincidence that they have a top 5 defense almost everywhere. They're well coached. They're bought into the system. And in my opinion, they have what it takes to win it all. Now, before we get any further, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. And we will be covering the Seahawks all year. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns. We got you guys covered. So make sure you join the family. Hit the like button, hype the video, and let's keep going. Let me know what you guys want to see next, by the way. Week 14 of the NFL season is officially here, and I am super excited because I wanted to share my picks with you for this weekend's slate of games. I've been using the Sleeper app. They are amazing. Their odds are amazing. Everything about them is super amazing. First of all, if you use my code DUBS, you're going to get a 100% match up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use, which is insane. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50, right? It's so easy. I would sign up just for that alone, just for the extra play bonuses, right? But this is my pick for this weekend. Okay, Joe Burrow, 1 passing touchdown versus Buffalo. I could see this being a high-scoring game. I like this. I don't think it's gonna be too difficult to get that. Jamar Chase is coming off a rough week. I think he's going to have a big day, but I only have 50 yards. I feel like that's simple. That could be just 1 catch for a guy like Jamar Chase versus Buffalo. Again, high-scoring game. JSN versus Atlanta. JSN had a terrible week last week. He's going to bounce back. We all know it. Rashee Rice, 50 yards versus Houston. Listen, Kansas City cannot lose this game. If they lose this game, season is over. Season is wraps. Out the window. They need to win this game. Rashee Rice is their best playmaker. He's going to get the ball. Bucky Irving, right? Second game back versus the Saints. I think they could run up the score versus New Orleans, and I think Bucky will score at least 1 touchdown. I have 30 to win 90. I think this is fair. I don't think it's too bad. Let me know what you guys think. And again, use promo code DUBS, right? Use promo code DUBS. You'll get a 100% match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply, and see Sleeper's terms of use for details. It's currently operational in about 25 states, so make sure you guys check out Sleeper today. Another really solid play here. They're going to try to motion out 87 to the outside shoulder. You're going to see a little bit of rotation both by Devon Witherspoon and Nick Emenwari here, which is fine. But we want to have inside leverage on our man. So essentially when we move, both our guys move. We weren't really supposed to do that. I think we're supposed to just switch. So I think Devon Witherspoon gets overbeat here, right? Because again, he's supposed to have inside leverage on Kyle Pitts off the pre-snap motion, and they're running a quick little stop route over the middle. So we got to regain the inside leverage and be able to get to our spot quickly. And that is exactly what he does. Off the snap, gets really good inside leverage right back as the football is coming out early. He jumps it, boom, deflection, and then Nick Emenwari is right where he needs to be to luckily get that interception. Great job by Devon Witherspoon once again. Great job, man. He was a big impact on this game. Not only getting to the quarterback at times, but making big plays like that. Nick Emenwari comes away with a big interception to, once again, set the offense up for some success. And if you guys do want that offensive breakdown, again, let me know. Another great play by the defense. Now, we're going to constantly show pressure through this B gap, okay? Now, what this does, you have to understand that tackles, guards, right, they're always taught that you need to block the closest guys to the quarterback. So, for example, if this guy was attacking the B gap compared to him attacking the C gap, obviously he's got to slide his protection off to that B gap, right? Leaving in pretty much a free rusher to the quarterback on the outside with DeMarcus Lawrence. At this point in time, usually you'd slide your protection off here to the left and have man-to-man to the right. They don't do that, though, okay? They don't do that. Do I know why? No. They actually, I believe, slide their protection off to the right here, and then boom, you get a free lane rusher off the edge. They just take advantage of mistakes, and our nose, or our one technique, does a really good job getting the guard's attention. So you're going to see off the snap, he gets both of them, right? So they're in that kind of full slide to the right, and it doesn't make sense to be in this full slide because you don't have a running back and or a tight end cracking back to pick up the man side, right? You have no one else protecting the man side. We get a free rusher off the edge. They try to hit an anticipation throw on the out, but it's a bad throw. Again, whenever you can generate pressure, you can force a bad throw. You could force a bad decision. You could force an interception. Right here, we force a bad throw, a bad decision, and an incompletion. That is how it is done. You got to be able to protect yourself if you're a quarterback, and right there, they were not able to do so. Free lane, let's go. Another outstanding play. So we are showing double linebacker pressure here. We are going to overload this side of the field, okay? We're going to send this guy back into an immediate zone. You're going to see him kind of sprint over to this hash mark literally right away. and we are going to send Nick and Mawari. We are trying to change and disguise our coverage before the ball is snapped to really make this offensive line and the quarterback just not know what's really going on. So again, we're going to send this guy back. He's going to blitz. We're going to try to get to the inside shoulder of the guard. Obviously, we're manned up with the tackle, and if we can get that guard, we might either have a one-on-one with the running back protecting that slide side, or we could get a nobody getting him, right? So it's a great job by this linebacker. Don't know his name. I do apologize for that, but he acts like he's getting to the outside shoulder, and boom, quickly bounces to the inside. All we're trying to do is get him to overcommit to this one-on-one. As we get to the inside, running back's going to help out to the inside, which again, we get to the outside here, and then boom, now we get a free lane with Nick and Mawari. Great job disguising, right? They're not in a slide right, they're actually in a slide left, and boom, free lane to the quarterback and a free sack for Nick and Mawari. What a play, man. I'm telling you, this defense is tremendous in how aggressive they are, but also how well they play just every single down, it feels like. So we are going to end the video here. There's still a lot to break down, trust. Like, we could probably, have this video be like another 20 minutes long. I'm going to keep it short. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.